Hey, this is Michael, and you've probably seen this. This is our 1980 Vanagon, air-cooled as you can see. My wife has shown you some things about it, but last year we did some paint work on it. Just scrubbed it a little bit and roughed it up. Put a new paint scheme on it she didn't like the rust and primer job that we had on it, so we shot some rattle can blue and ivory on it, just to get us through the year or so until we decided what we wanted to do, anything additional. It's held up okay. The prep work could have been a little better on my part. My lady sanded her little fingers to the bone and put a little stripe down the side as well. But the color scheme is okay. We put some rhino liner on the bottom, as you can see there. But it's gotten us through the year. It hasn't been anything expensive. I think, we probably did, I don't know, 20 or 30 cans of paint on it, and a couple, maybe 3 or 4 cans of rhino liner for that base. We didn't put any Bondo in it. We didn't bang out any metal, just to put a little shine on it, so she didn't feel so embarrassed by the primer, I guess, going down the road. But that didn't bother me a bit. But there she is in all her glory. She's taken a few chips. Like I say, the prep work on it I could have done a little better. It's flaked off at a few spots where it gets touched. But I hadn't done any automotive paint before, but it was simple enough for a do-it-yourselfer to get us started and cover up some of the bleeding rust. I mean, some of it's going to come through. The front windshield needs to be taken care of. So it's showing some signs and symptoms here along the window edges and that kind of thing. But the window's got to come out anyway, so we can address it when we do. Same thing along this window here. You can see the little rust spots there. Those are typical for these vans. But anyway, we're running up on 2 years that we've had it. We've done some mechanical things on it and a few cosmetics. I think we'll work on the interior a little bit this year and a few more mechanical items. But she's been good to us. We made some memories in it. So, all right. If there's more, then we'll catch up with you later.
Sheila here. Michael gave a overview of our paint job, and I would kind of like to give you an additional close-up review of kind of how it's been holding up over the course of the past year. So I'm just going to walk through and point out some places where it's showing a little wear. So we've got a couple places here that you can see chipped paint. I do believe that came off with the tape that we used. So that's been there. A little wear in the handle. I just gave our Vanagon a wash. Michael did point out the areas along the windows, so the rust is definitely bleeding through, but in order to fix that, that's a much bigger problem. We would have to take out the windows to do that. You can see still having issues with the rust on the seams. And then this down here, part of our truck bed liner chipped off a little bit. Based on what little I knew about prepping when I was sanding and prepping the paint, it's holding up pretty good. I really do like the truck bed liner that we did on the lower portion in black, and we carried it around to the back, and I think that was an excellent choice. Again, for the most part, the paint looks great except for right along the windows where we clearly have some bigger issues. And again, just a few pieces of chipped paint, but this is after a year, so we didn't even attempt to fix that dent when we painted, nor did we attempt to pound out any of this portion over the wheels, but paint's chipped a little bit there. This is just a scratch that we caused. Some chipped areas near the door handle. But like I said, I think it's holding up really good for as inexpensive as it was. The only exception to that would probably be the front, where it gets a lot of road debris. So hopefully you can see some of the chips in the paint. Again, some of these, like in this area, happened as soon as I took off the tape. But what I would like to do is actually paint this area with the same bed liner if I could get it in blue. And then just a few more areas of Alright, so there's a little bit more closer view. But after a year on the road, camping down some dirt roads, some Forest Service, it's nice to not have to worry about a nick or damaging a $5,000 paint job and still be able to enjoy our van again. So there we go. We'll see you on the next one.